Welcome to today's video, and boy is this going to be a great video for you because I'm going to break down this whole method for making money online using AI. I'll share with you actual prompts that I am using. I'll share with you numbers that we can expect, and we'll also look at the potential with this method. You don't need skills, you don't need any experience, and it doesn't take long, as you're going to see. So by the end of the video, you'll know everything and how you can get this set up yourself. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome. So let's just dive straight in. So at this moment in time, you can see on the page, I am over on Etsy, and I've just typed in at the top colouring page printable. And what's insane about this is, if you look down here, the volume, 165,000 people a month are searching for printable colouring pages. Crazy. So we know there's a huge demand here for this. So if we scroll down, we can just start to see, all of these different listings on Etsy, okay? And basically, whenever we are looking at making money, first of all, we want to validate our idea. So we want to make sure that there is a market there for the products or the demand, and also that there are other people doing this method. And people will say to you, if someone's already making money with this, then the market's oversaturated, there's too much competition, you can't do it. Nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. If there are people making money online, then there is a huge demand for this. Why can't you go into that category? If we have that mindset, we wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't do YouTube. We wouldn't do affiliate marketing. We wouldn't do blogs, TikTok, etc. So this method, this process is exactly how I do anything when I look at making money online. So in this example, we're looking at colouring page printables. Now, normally, if we wanted to go down this route, we would have to create these ourselves. Fast forward to today with software like Midjourney and Blue Willow and other ones, we don't need to. We can automate a task that would have previously taken us hours into a couple of minutes, if that. It really is that straightforward. So we'll come down. And I've just been going through some of these ones here. I mean, we can see like this one here, bestseller. And you can see up here, look, this one, this example here, 26 colouring pages. This is £2.92, so a little over $3, and we can see they're a relatively new shop. And if we're going to any of these, so like this one here, for example, again, this one here, it is a colouring page printable. You can see it's a digital download file. So the owner of this shop has created this product here. Okay, they've got 50 pages which are printables which people can download. You can see on here it's a digital item. So if I bought this now, I would get instant access to this over here. You can see it's essentially two files which come in PDF and JPEG format. Straightforward and simple. And you can see all of the feedback from this, and then people have uploaded images, and then you can also go into the shop and have a look at this. Okay, so if we come back over here, this over here is known as a keyword. So this is what we typed in, colouring page printable. But this is not very niche specific. And we've got 165,000 people looking for this. But if we're going to this shop over here, you can see they are focusing in this. Well, let's go into the shop. Let's have a look at the shop. So let's go see all items in the shop. And we can break it down. So you can see on the left hand side, they've had 1,429 sales. They've got 23 listings, and that's it. 19 of those are colouring pages, and then the ones down here. So we can see they've gone into this kawaii. This is their niche, essentially this. Come further on the page here, then they've gone into another niche, which is fairy houses colouring pages. And then they've got another one over here. So they're breaking it down. Like this one here, look, mermaid colouring pages. That is very specific, okay, or very niche. So I'll just come up here and type in mermaid colouring page printable. Let's have a look at this. So now I'm going to scroll down and have a look at what other people are selling. And again, it's a similar concept. Different images for printables, basically. So when we are doing this method, we would break it down. We'd maybe go into a specific category or a specific niche, and then we'd start creating these printables. And when I say to you, creating them, when obviously not going to create them ourselves, we would use a piece of software like Discord or the free one, which is, where on earth is it? It's this one over here, Blue Willow. So this one is like Midjourney in the fact that it creates images for you, but it's free. Whereas Midjourney charges, I think it's $10 or $11 a month. Now what happens over here is, if you've never seen Midjourney, by the way, or any of these image prompts, what happens is down here you put in a prompt, and then it will create these images for you. And you can see on here, it's not just colouring pages. You can do this for if you're doing e-commerce and lots of different stuff really. And I've got my own private server set up on here. So let me just scroll down to the bottom. So what will happen traditionally is a lot of people would come on here and they'd see stuff like this over on Etsy, okay? And they'd just come in here and type in / like this, prompt, colouring page with mermaids on. Okay, and obviously look, I have AI doing my spelling for me because I'm terrible. So they just put something like this, okay? And then what happens is it will take normally about 30 seconds and it will go ahead and create a colouring page for you. But AI, whether we're using Discord or whether we're using ChatGPT or Jasper or anything, it works better with the more prompts and the more information that you give to it. And that is why over on Etsy, you'll see things very specific like this or this or this. So you want to be as detailed in your prompt that you're giving Midjourney so that it will create these colouring pages for you. So we're just going to wait. This is nearly done now. So you can see on here. But then I'm also going to come back up here. I'm going to grab the last part of this prompt up here. I'm going to copy this one and I'll show you the difference between the two. So I'm going to copy that text. Scroll down here. Now let's have a look at these colouring pages. So let's look at that. So would that work for kids for colouring in? Not particularly, would it? I mean, don't get me wrong, the images look great, but I mean, couldn't really colour in this one. Not really that one neither. There's too much detail going on here and, it's just not going to work. But if I come back over here, and let's close that, and let's come down to the... And now we're just going to do / prompt, and then I'm going to paste that into here, okay? Paste. So colouring page for kids. Now instead of it saying funny monster, I'm just going to type in here, I'm going to type in cute men. Something like that. And then you can see here, look, we've got cartoon style, thick lines, no detail, etc. Okay? I'm going to hit on enter. And now we will see, just by playing around with the prompts that we give to the AI, the difference in our colouring pages. So this one versus the one that we're going to get. And it is literally a case of we create these images inside of Discord. Once we're happy with these images, we then just go over to a free piece of software like Canva and we import the images into Canva and then we download those images into a PDF file. So we've got them all together. Really straightforward and simple, and Canva is free. And this method here, as you can see, if we go over here into any of these shops, like this one over here, which has had 1,000 sales, 1,400 sales, they've only got 23 listings up. That's what's even more insane about it. They're not doing a huge thing on here. And you could go into any of these, so like Heart Mandela colouring pages. Just have a look at what people are doing and how that, how much they're selling them for and what they're including, and you can start to get some idea. I mean, look at that. That is not hard to create inside of Discord at all. And you can again scroll down, see more about it. You can see the information about the products on the right hand side here. But that is just so easy to create inside of Midjourney. It's ridiculous. So if we come down here now look at the difference between our prompts. And by the way, I'll put that prompt down below for you. So if I click on here now, I can see, look, this is so much better, isn't it, for colouring pages for children. So I could go ahead and probably use all of those ones, really. Now, the other thing to know is down here we have got U1, U2, U3, U4, and V. So what this U means, it means it will upscale the image so that we could use it. So if I wanted to use all of these images, I just click on U1, U2, etc. And let's say if I liked version 2 over here, this image, and I liked it and I thought I want some more variations of this, really simple. I come down here and click on V2, and then it's going to go ahead and create me another set of colouring pages around this over here, this sort of style, if you like. And there you go, it's working away and doing this. And it really is that simple. And up here I've put cute mermaid. You can change that to whatever you want, really. But this over here, this prompt, this cartoon style, thick lines, low detail, no shading, etc., etc., it just works really well, especially for colouring pages. So if I open that up in a browser, look at that. That's brilliant, isn't it? That will work absolutely fine for our colouring pages. So we get our colouring pages from here. We download them. So if you want to download them, you'd click on open in browser and then you just click on right click and save image as. But obviously you'd want to do individual images. Once you've got them, you just go over to Canva like this. Canva like so, and I'll show you this because I've literally done this process myself. So if I scroll down here, you can see, let's come further on the page here. Look, you can see I've got a number of prompts. What's that? Animal ones, neon prompts. Is that the one I'm looking for? Let's just go open it up and have a look. Oh, so these are the different prompts that I was using to create these different images, okay? So let me come back over here and I'll show you it. So once I've got them all, oh, here we go. So mermaid colouring book or monster colouring pages. So let me just go into this one. I'll show you this one really quickly. So we come into Canva, which is free. On the left hand side, you click on uploads and you upload a file, which would be one of these over here. So these are the ones that I got from Midjourney, and we just put them all into this, and we just make sure that they fit on the page like so. Okay. Once we're happy with them and we've uploaded all of our images, we come over to share and we click on here. Now there's lots of options inside of here, but essentially we're downloading this. So you want to download this as PDF print. So it's best for printing because obviously once we have uploaded this PDF file onto Etsy, then the buyer will be printing these off. And that's it. So it's really as simple as that. And as you've seen over here, using AI, especially like Discord using Midjourney over here to create these images for us, it works incredibly quickly. It's just a case of taking these images, putting them together over into Canva like this, and then downloading this file. Once we've got the file, we then go over to Etsy and we upload those listings onto Etsy, and then we just repeat the process and do different niches and different categories and lots more. But I mean, hopefully that there will give you some inspiration. So this shop over here, with only 23 listings, they've had it's insane, 1,429 sales. And look, if you want to take it a step further, I'll drop a link down below to this article over here for you. It's called AI Colouring Books. This is a full course and training around this method, but taking it a step further and taking these creations and putting them onto Amazon and Etsy and eBay and lots more places. And there's a full video on here. It shows you everything what's inside of this training, this course. And from memory, I think it's about $30, something like that. It's not expensive by any stretch of the imagination. But look, that is the concept, that is the method, and that is exactly how it all works. And as you've seen, it does not take long. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you soon.